The Browns are bringing back Joe Flacco. We're going to break this down on a at-home edition, more of a hotel edition actually, of the Cleveland Browns Report. Matthew Peterson here, filming from New Orleans. I'm currently on my bachelor party right now, but I had to get a video out about this. So let's talk about Flacco coming back to the land, because I've got a few thoughts and takeaways to say the least. Starting with, why did the Browns not do this last offseason? Hand up, I am wrong when it comes to predicting whether or not Flacco would have returned to Cleveland this offseason. I felt that Andrew Berry would not admit that not re-signing him last year was a mistake, and if you brought him back this year, that would be an acceptance of that mistake, but he was not too concerned about his ego, and he made the best move for the Browns, he felt. So, hand up, I got the Flacco thing wrong. But a few thoughts on this one. Starting with here now, I'm not head over heels in love with this signing when it comes to like a production standpoint, right? I'm excited because it's Joe Flacco, is super fun in 2023, and he's a likable quarterback, so it's hard not to be somewhat optimistic about it. But my actual thoughts and analysis are, I don't think it's going to go as well as some people think it will be. It's a 1-year, $4 million contract. So you've got Kenny Pickett and Flacco now on the roster. I expect the Browns to add, obviously, at least one quarterback in the draft and possibly two, and then roll with 3 to 4 quarterbacks onto the season. But I don't think it's going to be this reunion and romance that some people think it will be. I just feel that he's kind of 2 years removed from that run, and personally, I would have left Flacco as it was in 2023 at this point, meaning leave the memory of Flacco as it was and not try and recapture it, because I feel like the magic has been, I wouldn't say lost, but it's just not going to be there in 2025. More of a gut feeling than a, hey, here's the tape from 2024. Look how he got worse here, here, and here. But this is a quarterback who can run Stefanski's system, and we're going to get a lot of deep touchdown passes and a lot of interceptions if Flacco plays a lot. So I guess it'll be more entertaining than some other options like Kenny Pickett, but at the end of the day, the Browns were always going to add 2 quarterbacks in the offseason, and so now the Browns and Giants have both added 2 quarterbacks, Jameis Winston, Russell Wilson to New York, Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco to Cleveland, and I think that should give you a big sign as to what the Browns think about this quarterback class in terms of finding a guaranteed Week 1 starter. I don't think Shedeur Sanders is going to be the pick at number 2. There's a chance that because the Browns and Giants are loading up on veteran quarterbacks that both teams pass on a QB, and Cleveland might trade back into round 1 or get Shedeur at pick 33. As crazy as that might sound, I think that's not off the table here. So that the signing should give you an idea as to what the Browns feel in terms of confidence for this quarterback class to find a guaranteed starter. I'll also add that this signing, it kills a Kirk Cousins trade. So RIP to the idea of Kirk Cousins coming to Cleveland. We'll always wonder what he was doing in Cleveland in late March. Maybe I'm just being stubborn, probably am. I'm still under the belief that Cousins was in Cleveland in some way, shape, or form for the Browns. At this point, it seems most likely to me that he was there visiting with the team doctor, and there's a chance that visit did not go well for Cousins from a medical standpoint, and the Browns were not comfortable with where his shoulder, his elbow, his Achilles, whatever it could be, was at, and that's why they are now barking up the Joe Flacco tree. So I still believe that the Browns had some level of interest for Cousins, and that's why he was in Cleveland at a Chipotle and then at City Barbecue, and for not whatever reason, but for the medical reason, the Browns might not have pursued him anymore after his visit with Dr. James Voos in his office just outside of Cleveland. So there will be no Kirk Cousins trade to Cleveland. But let me know your thoughts on Joe Flacco coming back. Give me a one-word reaction to it. For me, I'm going to say surprised. Like I said earlier, I got it wrong when it came to, hey, do you think Flacco will come back? No, because I think that will require Andrew Berry to admit that not bringing him back last offseason was a mistake. So I guess kudos to Berry in a way for kind of owning up to his mistake, because I would love to get an explanation from him as to how it went from, hey, Flacco wants to come back. The Browns said they're interested in bringing him back. Then the Browns never even made him an offer or contacted him. He signed with the Colts. And now they re-sign him. Well, I guess not even re-sign him, just a reunion. what happened last offseason? Can we get Barry to come out and just say, hey, here's the truth. We knew that people would be more excited about Flacco than Watson, and we did not want that on our team, so we did not re-sign him. Now that Watson is not really a part of the picture, we didn't mind people like Flacco more. We don't mind people like Flacco more than Watson. So it'd be nice just to kind of get some truth from Barry as to what the heck happened last year with Flacco not coming back, and this year you do bring him back now. A few more thoughts I have, though. Go back to Shedeur Sanders. So with the Browns and Giants both bringing in 2 veteran quarterbacks, as I was saying earlier, there's a very real chance, in my opinion, that Shedeur could fall in round 1. I've been saying this for a little while now that I've felt since like almost January, February that there's a better chance that Shedeur goes closer to pick 32 than pick number 1. I think people are just, I wouldn't say even waking up to, but I think people are catching up to what the NFL, what the GMs think of Shedeur, which is he's not really a round 1 prospect. But quarterbacks always have a tax. If you want one, you usually got to get one a little bit earlier than maybe where they rank amongst the other players. But for how valuable the quarterback position is, that happens. So I think Shedeur's going to fall in the draft. And it'll be fun and exciting to see the Browns jump up from pick 33. There's not a lot of buzz around anyone wanting to trade up in this draft. It's the first time we've gotten this close to the NFL draft without a single team trading their first overall pick. And I think that's a reflection of this is not like it's not like a awful draft class, but it's not filled with a lot of round 1 grades. There's going to be 32 guys that get picked in round 1. There are not 32 round 1 grades. Usually they're about 20 in any given draft. This year, depending on the team, it's probably closer to like 15. So with Shedeur being more like a round 2 guy that could go round 1 because of how important quarterback is, there's a chance the Browns from 33 use that pick to jump back into round 1. It's not really, Andrew Berry's aggressive. He likes trading. He's not going to sit on his hands. So if he likes a player, he'll go out and get him. But he's not one to trade up in the draft. I mean, just kind of go back to the last few drafts, and he's traded back far more than he's traded up. But this is a little bit uncharted waters for him, picking 33rd, which is the first pick in day 2 of the draft in round 2. We've never seen this version of Andrew Berry, so he could surprise us with a trade back into round 1. All right, that's going to do it for us on this at hotel edition of the Cleveland Browns Report. If you guys are interested, last night was, I don't remember a single thing beyond like 7 p.m. So I woke up at like 7. You ever get so drunk when you wake up the next morning and like at the ass crack of dawn, you're like, what happened last night? That was me. So I saw Joe Flacco across my phone as I was laying in bed. I was like, all right, let's talk about Flacco coming back to Cleveland. So I'm going to sign off. Going to the swamp today, like go check out some gators, do an airboat tour, and then back to Bourbon Street. So hopefully day 2 goes a little bit better for me. But enjoy your Friday, enjoy your weekend, and there'll be more videos on the channel with stuff I filmed before I left for New Orleans.